Good afternoon, everyone. We're back for our fifth session. Our topic for today is innovative Eaton UPS technologies and software. So, as you can see, this is our second to the last session. And thank you to our partners and users, our tier ones, our tier twos, our friends, of course, and some colleagues who are really supporting us from the start. And again, thank you for Tips Geeks for giving us this platform for us to do live with our customers. So before we start with our topic today, please don't forget again to share and hashtag switch on to Eaton, hashtag Eaton Philippines. And for later, as you answer, please put on hashtag your company name and hashtag your answer. So there will be 4 questions again later, and we'll be giving away helmet, what else? Smart helmet, of course, purifier, ring light, and alcohol spray. So that will be, what else? Our sixth session, just to remind you, will be on December 1, that is next Tuesday at 3 p.m. again, same place. So if you have our live link, please do not lose it because that will always be the link that we are using for every session. Okay, so let's start. As I've said, we will be discussing technologies of Eaton being used especially for three-phase. Well, there are some technologies used for single-phase as well, but this is more on three-phase. But later we will drill down into the details. But first, let us hear from Bobot as he starts our session for today. So, Bot. Can you hear me, Bot?
Yes. Good afternoon, Liz, and our partners, customers. Good afternoon, Internet. And as Liz mentioned a while ago, we'll be sharing with you this afternoon the different Eaton UPS technologies that will help our customer increase their systems availability and at the same time decrease the cost of operating their UPSs. So let me share first my slides. Okay, so our topic for today, as I've mentioned, is the UPS technologies of Eaton. So Eaton UPSs are resilient, efficient, and they're all safe. So in our past tech sessions, we've discussed the importance of electrical power in our highly connected and digital life. Okay, so maybe in the last week, or I don't know if it is Friday, some of us experience an outage in internet. So we don't know yet if this is power related or server related or connectivity related, but maybe some of us experience the hardships of uh, having disconnected from our connected world. Maybe some of us cannot send instant messages in maybe in Messenger or in Google, or maybe some of us are having their online class during that time when the internet went down. Okay, so we all know that a few minutes of downtime will be having a major impact on businesses, no? Financially, and of course their relationship with their customers. So maybe some of us are pissed off with what happened last week. Okay, so but their downtime, okay, so the business's downtime will also affect us consumers. Okay, the way we work. Okay, for example, if we're having a meeting during that time, an online meeting, and then suddenly the internet went down, so and then you're the one discussing the maybe a sales report or any report regarding your work, so you may be pissed off, or for example, when you're purchasing something online or paying your bills online, and suddenly the internet went down. Okay, and of course for our children, the way they conduct school learning, if they're interrupted. Okay, so I think last week some of the schools are having their finals for the either first quarter or first term of their school. So downtime really affect our lives nowadays, are digitally connected lives. Okay, that's why businesses requires or install UPSs to prevent unexpected downtime due to power outages. Okay, so not only power outage, but this nine different power problems: power outage, sag, surge, high voltage, low voltage, frequency variation, switching transient, uh, line noise, and harmonic distortion. So we're not only preventing downtime, but we're also protecting critical equipments, for example, in a data center, servers or network equipments from being exposed to the elements of power disturbance, which will slowly degrade their performance. Same also with medical equipments in a healthcare facility. Okay, if the facility experience, for example, a sudden surge in voltage, sometimes their equipment will still work, but eventually or gradually, if it is continuously being bombarded with this type of power disturbance, the performance or the components inside will degrade. Okay, so a UPS is really a must nowadays, especially that everything is being connected online. Every work is being done online. Okay. So aside from power problems, customers also have their other challenges. So one of which is the rising energy cost. Okay, so we all know that the UPS can protect their critical systems from power disturbances, but at the same time, we all know that the UPS consumes well, fairly large amount of power depending on the capacity of the UPS. Okay, so this is one of the challenges being faced by our customers. So management nowadays require IT people or facilities people to look into how they can improve the efficiency of their operation in terms of consuming electrical power. So another challenges that businesses are facing are government regulation. Maybe not so yet in the Philippines, but eventually we will have to comply with the different environmental regulations, which consumption of electrical power will may have an impact. Okay, so another challenge faced by our customer is the cost of maintaining their critical equipments, like UPS, for example. So we have consumable items in our UPS, like capacitors, fans, okay, and also in their, for example, IT equipment or manufacturing equipment. So those machines need to be maintained so that they can achieve the uptime that they need, okay, to serve their customers. And then lastly, for their UPS is the cost of replacing battery. We all know that in a matter of what 3 or 4 years they need to replace their UPS batteries to at least to be proactively or to be proactive and prevent sudden downtime because of a failure in their battery system. So all of this, the bottom line is the operational cost and the purchase cost. So it's the TCO. Okay, so the purchase price of their equipment of this equipment will be maybe around 25%, but the operational cost is the big chunk, no, that normally businesses don't look into when purchasing equipments. Okay, so with Eaton, we have more than 50 years of technology experience designing and manufacturing UPS, and in terms of leadership with the UPS technologies, we've given our customer I think more than enough, starting with technologies like what we call before the wireless paralleling, and other technologies that will help increase the life of our batteries, reduce the energy consumption and operational cost of their UPSs, and at the same time our UPS design will have minimal impact on the environment. And lately, we also introduced the cybersecurity feature of our management cards that we use to monitor. We use in monitoring our UPSs and our PDUs. And then lastly, okay, our latest technology that we can contribute is we can earn or use our UPS assets to earn money. You know, instead of just consuming power and paying our monthly bills, we can use the excess amount of power we have from our UPSs with this technology that hopefully by next year we have plans in introducing here in Asia Pacific, but we're already using it in the US and in Europe. Okay, so these are the technology leadership that Eaton have for more than 5 decades in UPS business. Okay, Liz?
Okay, let's wait for the ayan. So hi everyone, I'm back. Okay, but as you discussed a while ago, right, that it will always dwell on the purchase cost plus the operational cost bearing
Yes.
more than 75% of the entire cost, which means of course, it's always a something to think about if you want to purchase that certain product, right?
Yeah.
But the operational cost is much more heavier in weight when you look at the long term, and when you
Yes.
look at the cost that you will be incurring in the long run, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I think it's best that we discuss with them how Eaton can help them with their system or their data centers or their co-location centers based on our Well, before we called it proprietary because some of this we started, but
Yes,
of
we're
course,
the first. Yeah.
yeah, we're the first, right? So, but eventually, of course, our friendly competitors also look into this as a
Yes.
as we know, people are looking to every possibility of augmenting the capacity of each model, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's best that we discuss to them the one by one on how can we help the UPS itself
Okay.
to lessen or to make them really efficient in terms of power and in terms of cost. So I
Yes.
think we start with hot sink.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, the market leading resiliency group of
Yes. Yeah.
advantages.
Okay, so one of the offerings of Eaton, or the technologies that we've embedded in our UPS, is related to the resiliency of our system. So we have market leading technology when it comes to resiliency, and one of which is what we call the hatching technology. So, well, when we talk about resiliency, so whatever the changing conditions and however quickly they change now. So Eaton, we developed technologies to maintain a steady, uninterrupted, and clean power supply so that our customer enjoys the higher uptime or availability that they need for their critical systems. Okay, so we do not only protect their equipment from different types of power problem, but at the same time, as I've mentioned, in different changing conditions, so our UPS needs to adapt. Okay, so one of these technologies that we have in our three-phase UPS and in some of our single-phase UPS system is what we call the hot sink paralleling technology of Eaton. Okay, so this is a patented technology of Eaton, and then we've been using this technology. I think it's started somewhere in the mid 90s, 95 or 96, if I'm not mistaken. But in the Philippines, our first installation of UPS using this paralleling technology is somewhere around 1998, if I'm not mistaken. No?
That's early.
Yes, yes, as early as 1998, and this customer used this UPS, and they haven't experienced any failure or downtime with this parallel technology. For the past, I guess they decommissioned the unit maybe around 2015 or 2016. Okay, so they've been using this UPS for quite some time, and they haven't experienced any problem. Okay, so first, let let's identify, what are the reason why we parallel a UPS, no, or why we parallel power modules in a UPS. Okay, so the first reason is we want to increase the capacity of our UPS, no? Maybe because the load increases already and the capacity of the UPS cannot deliver the power demanded by these loads. Okay, so we parallel UPS to increase the capacity. For example, if we have 100 kVA on day one, and then suddenly the customer load increases to around 125 or 150 kVA. So we can parallel another 100 kVA, and then come up with a 200 kVA UPS capacity with this 200 kVA in parallel. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why we parallel a UPS. The second reason why we parallel a UPS is, which is the most common reason why we parallel a UPS, is because customer wants to further increase the availability of their critical system. So by having a redundant or multiple redundant backups, we prevent, downtime due to power disturbances. For example, we all know that a single UPS may fail eventually. Okay, so if you only have a single UPS and experience a failure, okay, so the critical loads of the customer will be exposed to different, or from the utility power, and will be exposed to different elements of power disturbances. Okay, so if we have a redundant or multiple redundant backups, so a failure of a single UPS will not expose their critical loads to the utility source, or the problem of the utility source. Okay, so with Eaton patented hot sink technology, we were able to parallel multiple UPS systems or power modules in a modular UPS, okay, without them talking to each other when it comes to load sharing or synchronization. So that's the feature of the hot sync technology of Eaton. Okay, so with Eaton, they don't need to send synchronization signal with each other. Okay, so if ever there's a failure between the communication cable between the UPS, since there are no synchronization signal traveling across this communication cable or passing through this communication cable, our UPS system will still be in parallel or operating in parallel and sharing the load. Okay, so that's the benefit of using our hot sync technology. Okay. So next feature is we all know that the battery is the heart of the UPS. Okay. So it's very critical in a UPS system. And maybe it's one of the weakest link if not properly maintained. Okay, so yes, we all know that VRLA battery, which is often referred to as a maintenance-free battery, is really not a maintenance-free battery. No, maintenance-free only pertains to the topping up of water, which is usually performed in a flooded type, or what we call the sealed lead acid, but not the valve regulated lead acid battery. Okay, so with Eaton advanced battery management technology. No? Okay, so we've managed to, or we were able to help extend the life of VRLA batteries up to 30%. It's a characteristic of a BRLA battery if it is being exposed to a continuous charging or float charging. Okay, this may lead to the degradation of its performance, no, due to the build-up of corrosion inside the batteries. No, so with Eaton ABM, or we're introducing another algorithm in charging VRLA batteries. Now, the usual algorithm is charge if the batteries are discharged, and then flow charge. Okay, so we introduced the third charging algorithm, what we call the rest mode, wherein we're giving VRLA batteries a rest mode. So meaning we're not charging the batteries, not flow charging the batteries, no, to minimize the build up of corrosion inside. Okay, so this is our way in helping our customer further extend the life of their batteries up to 30%. But of course, there's a footnote. So, they need to follow the recommendations of the battery manufacturers when it comes to operating their VRLA batteries. Okay. So next technology we introduce, especially in our modular system. So the benefit of having a modular UPS is it is flexible and always highly available. No? That's one of the features of a modular UPS design. So with the combined benefits of modularity and resiliency, each power module in an Eaton modular UPS includes all components required already to operate in double conversion. Okay. So in addition, there is a one common fully rated static switch on day one. Okay. So there's a benefit of having a fully rated static switch on day one. Okay, so in terms of discrimination, in terms if there will be a short circuit on the in the load, if the UPS have a fully rated static switch, it can help in terms of short circuit and discrimination by be able to trip, for example, the load branch breaker without affecting the static switch of the UPS. Compared to those UPS systems with a small built-in static switch in each power module. Okay, so on day one they don't have. Sometimes they don't have a fully rated system. No? And in terms of flexibility, modular structure can ensure the simplest possible configuration to meet site specific UPS power and redundancy requirement. So for example, on day one, the power requirement of the customer is 100 kilowatt. Okay, so using a modular UPS, we can offer, for example, a 150 kilowatt system so that they can have at least a buffer to accommodate additional loads and at the same time redundancy in terms of power module. Okay, so unlike with a monolithic system, if you want to have redundancy or if you want to scale up, you need to add another monolithic UPS, same size, same model of the existing system. And for scalability, each modular UPS supports scalability of UPS capacity anytime the customer wants. So by just simply adding power modules to the existing UPS. Okay, and also thanks to the hot sink technology of Eaton. So when we add a new power module to the UPS, it can be added without having any disruption in the online operation of the UPS system. Okay, and then lastly, our UPS can perform in a higher ambient temperature, up to 40 degrees without derating the capacity of the UPS, except for the batteries. So the batteries must be maintained with an ambient temperature ideally of around 25 degrees or maybe less. Okay, so those are the requirements of PRLA. But for our UPS, it can operate up to 40 degrees even without without derating the capacity of our system.
Okay, so I think these four are very vital
Yes.
on, because as you say, as you can see, it's a market leading resiliency, meaning you are
Yes.
able to adapt and
Yep.
to maintain your system in a high end capacity condition, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So on top of this, I think we still have a lot of advantages which pertains to the total cost of ownership, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
start with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're correct. Okay, so as I mentioned on my, I think my third or fourth slide, the other challenges faced by our customer is the rising energy cost. No,
Energy
so
cost. Right.
yes, so those are one of the challenges they're facing. So a UPS should be measured by its value, not by its cost. No? So
Correct.
our partners, okay, take note of this. Okay, what it brings to the business is business continuity. Number one, okay, resiliency. So our UPS can adapt into different changes that's happening, and of course, disaster recovery. No? So the values that it will ensure a business can continue to operate. No? So having a UPS, it can ensure that the business will be always up and running even in the event of a prolonged and unexpected power outage. Okay, so every business should do its diligence. Okay,
Diligence.
to compare the purchase cost and understand what's the value it can derive from its UPS investment. Okay, so they have to look on it as well. Okay, so Eaton, in our design with our UPS, we put in mind the challenges that our customer is facing. So we put in our UPS at least to address the lowest total cost of ownership. Okay, in our mind. So we equip our UPS with unique technologies inside now to make them more efficient and to reduce the maintenance and servicing cost. Okay, so the evolution of UPS technology has brought significant improvements in UPS performance, so which have a direct impact on reducing the initial installation expenses. So for example, most of our modular UPS system, we've managed to increase the power density, meaning
Right.
we increase the power that the UPS can deliver, but we reduce the footprint of the system. So if we manage to reduce the footprint so our customer can use the savings that they enjoy from the real estate to other business needs. Okay, so so that's one of the benefits of having a modern UPS on site. Okay, and of course, we all know that UPS generate heat losses. Okay, so it dissipates heat, okay, because of the double conversion mode of operation. Okay, but we have managed to reduce, okay, this heat losses, no, by the design that we've incorporated in our UPS. So we've managed to increase the efficiency of our system. No? So the UPS operating efficiency is one of the determining factors in operating expenses. No? So we all know that the efficiency of the UPS is proportional or proportionate to the amount of load. No? So the higher the load of the UPS, the higher efficiency that we can
Efficient, yes.
enjoy. No? But most of the UPS, especially for our installed base, most of the UPS we have on the field is barely loaded. No? Some are loaded 10%, and most are loaded between 20 to 40% only. Okay, but Eaton three-phase UPS, so we have the market-leading double conversion efficiency to reduce the energy losses and consumption. No? So our latest offering for the modular UPS, we managed to achieve up to 97% efficiency in online double conversion operation. Okay, from the previous 94.5, no? So then we increase it to 96 point something, 96.3, and then now we've managed to increase our latest offering to 97 percent. No? So this is
So,
one of
but
the yes.
so is it at par? Is 97% at par with our friendly competitor in terms of efficiency?
I think we're one of the leading,
Okay.
or in the top two, I guess, when it comes
Okay.
to efficiency. No? But
So I think the partner should take note of that, right?
yes. So a single percent increase in efficiency, if we added up annually, uh, it can pay back maybe your UPS in 5 years. Okay, so that's one of the help that we're offering our customers. Okay, so we want to increase the efficiency of our system. We want to help them save in energy cost. Okay, so also Eaton have developed leading UPS technologies and unique features, no, to give its UPS some of the industry's highest efficiency, even up to 99%. Okay, but if you still want to operate the UPS in double conversion mode, and your current load is very low, okay, in our modular UPS system, we incorporated a feature what we call the variable module management system, or VMMS. Okay, so sometimes we call this optimized double conversion technology. Okay, so the UPS still operating in double conversion mode, but with this technology, it helps achieve high efficiency even when the UPS loads are very low. Okay, so VMMS can optimize the load levels of our module in a single UPS or in a parallel UPS systems by suspending extra UPS capacities or module. Okay, so the result will be an optimal online efficiency in all load levels. Okay, so that's VMMS available in our uh, modular UPS, so three-phase modular UPS systems only. So for monolithic, we don't have this feature. Okay, so another feature that we have, so if our customer wants to achieve higher efficiency and enjoy more energy savings, so we have another technology, what we call Eaton Energy Saver Systems, ESS, or another term for it is the double conversion on demand. Okay, so we've been using this technology since 2009, and Eaton has a number of UPS installation worldwide using this technology already, and our customer have enjoyed the benefit of having a 99% UPS efficiency. So with ESS, this is the most proven and most reliable energy saving system in the market. No? So as I mentioned, we introduced this way back in 2009. Even when comparing to the extremely high double conversion efficiency, for example, 97% efficiency of our latest modular UPS offering, with ESS, we can further increase that 97 to more than 99%. So enjoy more than 2% increase in energy efficiency. Okay, so with ESS, as I mentioned, we can hit up to 99% efficiency. So what are the benefits for our customers? First, they will enjoy lower energy consumption of their UPS, and at the same time, if you have a higher efficiency, the UPS will have a lower heat dissipation. Okay, so they will have also savings when it comes to operating their air conditioning system for their UPS
Mm-hmm.
rooms. Okay, so
Okay.
it's a two-in-one solution. Okay, or offering from Eaton. Okay, so another technology that we've embedded on our three-phase UPS, all our three-phase UPS, is what we call the easy capacity test or ECT. So with this technology, it enables the user to test their entire train, okay, under full load stress, powertrain of their UPS under full load stress without the requirement of an external load bank. Okay, so we can use this technology if, for example, our customer requires a site acceptance test and they want to test at, we can only test the full load. Okay, we cannot test overload using ECT, but we can only test the full load capacity of our system. We can show this to our customer without using any load bank. Okay, so we can test the full capacity of the UPS. At the same time, aside from using it during the initial startup of the UPS, we can also use ECT during annual preventive maintenance if the customer can afford a load shutdown. No? So we can test again the full powertrain of our UPS system using this technology. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
if they'll be having a savings when it comes to rental of load bank. So during the installation of the UPS or commission of the UPS, load bank rental is one of the major contributing factors when it comes to cost. Okay, so with ECT, we can help our customers save during initial startup and during annual preventive maintenance if they want to test the full capacity of their system. And then lastly, the component lifetime of Eaton UPS. So we have designed our UPS components to provide longer lifetime. Okay, and enable longer periods between maintenance, and by increasing their what we call MTBF or mean time between failure. Okay, so with the clever design in our circuit, it helps to increase the lifetime and reliability of our UPS. For a good example of this is we place those sensitive components such as capacitors directly after the cooling fans to maximize the cooling, no, before any heat generating components like the what we call the IGBTs or transistors
Mm-hmm.
in our UPS, and also those what we call chokes or inductor inside. So, okay, so we applied a science in designing the cooling system of our UPS. So we place all the components. So we cool first those critical components and then cool those non-critical components or those components that do not require a cold air to be cooled last. Okay, so this all in all, if we sum up these features of our UPS, the online efficiency, if they have a modular UPS, they can use our VMMS, and
Mm-hmm.
then they can use easy capacity tests for their annual preventive maintenance. So it can reduce the amount of maintenance cost if they require full load testing during or annually for their UPS. And of course, with the design of our components, replacing, for example, DC capacitor will last the lifetime of the UPS. No? So this is one way of us helping our customer not only enjoy uh, an an uptime or a very good uptime in their critical systems, but at the same time enjoy savings when it comes to operational cost of their UPS systems.
Okay, so before we continue, just to check on some things. For example, among these TCOs and resiliency advantages, do you think which are not being utilized by the company, of course, the end users who have bought one of this or
Okay.
most of this to their advantage? Like they bought it, but they don't usually use it, but it's very effective.
Okay. I think one of the least
Underutilized, maybe.
or
Yes.
underutilized feature of our UPS is the energy saver system or ESS. No? So, well, sometimes customer ask us, why use ESS? Why put our load using utility power? Well, that's the reason why we bought a UPS. No? So we don't want our load exposed from the elements of power problems. So, well, that's one of the most underutilized, I guess.
Hmm.
And then I think easy capacity test also. But some of our partners, they made it a standard that during the initial or the commissioning of their UPS, of a customer's UPS, they use this technology to show the customer that
Sorry.
even without a load bank,
Mhm.
we can test the full capacity of their UPS. But most of our customers who bought modular UPS, so they're enjoying the VMMS feature. Uh, all our customer using our three-phase and some of the single-phase UPS online single-phase online UPS are enjoying the ABM feature of our UPS, and those who bought parallel systems and also modular systems, they're enjoying the hot sink technology of Eaton. But on our latest UPS offerings, no, they will enjoy this uh, very good design of of the components we used in our UPS. Okay, so it will reduce their cost when it comes to replacing consumable items in their UPS systems.
Okay. So which models do we have all these Eaton advantages? We have the 93 PR, right? PR.
Yep. For the
Nine-
93PR, for the 93PR family, all the features that we've discussed when it comes to resiliency and TCO,
PCO
it's all available
available.
in 93PR. Same also with our
95.
9395.
Yes.
Okay, and in some 9XPS model,
Correct.
all of this available. But for our monolithic system, the 93E, of course, it doesn't include or doesn't have the VMMS feature. And the efficiency of 93 is it's already high around 96, but not as high as our latest offering for the 93 PR, which is 97. But eventually,
It
we're
should
trying to
follow.
improve. Yeah, we're improving all our products. No? But the rest are available in
Okay. So
all our
just
three
to,
phase
to recap,
UPS.
it's available for all modular products, including 9395, which is
Yes.
our big capacity, our
Yeah.
large system.
Yes.
And some are available in our monolithic or in our 93E,
Yes.
but yeah, we're continuously improving it to have a higher efficiency in the near future.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
go ahead, but
Correct.
let's
Okay.
let's discuss further on the energy aware.
Okay. So another UPS technology. So I think we're the first in the UPS field to introduce this technology. No? So currently, this is being used in Europe already, and I think we're some also in the US, but we're testing this technology together with I think Microsoft, okay, for their data center. Okay, so we all know that Microsoft wants to achieve the lower operational cost for their data center. Okay, so this technology is what we call the Eaton's Energy Aware. No? So Eaton's Energy Aware, it enables our customer, no, to support sustainable energy solutions. So we all know that uh, almost every country is moving towards renewables. Okay, so we're slow. Philippines is slowly shying away from the usual uh, power plants using fossil fuels. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So with Eaton Energy Aware, as I mentioned, it enables our customers to support sustainable energy solution and at the same time optimize the cost of powering buildings and create additional revenue streams from their power protection assets like UPS. No, so uh, before the function of the UPS is to protect, of course, still the function of the UPS, no, to protect critical assets of our customer. But at the same time, it consumes a large amount of energy, especially if we're talking about data centers or co-locations. Okay, these facilities consume a huge amount of energy. No? So do more than consuming energy. So UPS operators, if they use this energy aware technology from Eaton, it can add value by helping energy providers balance power generation and consumption. Okay, so the UPS still or always maintains its primary role of ensuring continuity in an event of an outage. But with energy aware, we can help on the demand charge management. Yeah, meaning users can avoid demand charges by discharging at peak times. So with the use of lithium ion, okay, so energy aware plus our UPS plus our lithium ion, okay, we can or customers can avoid demand charges. No? So meaning, for example, if the uh, peak charging of Meralco, for example, is between 12 noon to 2 p.m. Just for example, okay. So with energy aware, okay, automatically the UPS will slowly discharge its batteries. Not fully, okay. Uh, the UPS will use its batteries at the same time will use its rectifier, okay, to still provide conditioned power to the loads, no, but slowly discharging the batteries. So if we do that, we reduce the energy consumption of the UPS. So during peak hours, so if we manage to reduce the energy consumption of the UPS during peak hours, the customer will enjoy energy savings as well. Okay.
Right.
And at the same time, we can use it for time of use optimization. Meaning, if non-peak hours, okay, for example, if the non-peak hours is between, for example, 3 p.m. to, for example, 12 midnight, just for an example. So during this period, we can recharge the batteries of the UPS. Okay, so we all know that if we recharge the battery of the UPS, we consume more power. Okay, but if we recharge the batteries of our UPS at off-peak charging of, for example, Meralco, another thing that our customer will enjoy energy savings as well. Okay, and I don't know if we can use this in the Philippines, but one of the features of our UPS is frequency regulation, wherein we can use the UPS to regulate the frequency of the grid if ever there's a instability in the frequency. But in the US and Europe, they're using this feature already of energy aware. So now our customer, if they able to join the frequency or use the frequency regulation feature and help stabilize the grid, they can charge back the utility provider or the power distributor. Okay, so they can earn revenue stream using their UPS, or if they don't want to join the power stabilization of the grid, they can use their UPS, no, to manage yung what we call the demand charge or time of use of optimization. Okay, so for Asia Pacific, I think we're planning to launch this next year, and
Mm-hmm.
if once we have the confirmation, we will maybe do a series only
Yes.
about energy aware and lithium ion batteries. Okay, but take note, using energy aware, we need to use lithium ion batteries and not VRLA batteries.
Okay. And there, our last advantage is our software, of course.
Yes. Okay. So when it comes to power management software, it's not only about monitoring our UPS. No? So
Mm,
so we have different power management software depending on application that the customer wants. Okay. So we have three. First, we have what we call IPM, or Intelligent Power Manager. So with IPM, this is used mainly for data center automation and, of course, monitoring small environments, monitoring UPS and PDUs. But the main purpose really of IPM is to provide data center automation. For example, of course, data center doesn't want to experience a downtime, no? But
yep.
there are instances that when a power failure occurs, the generator will not kick in. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
that's a problem. If the generator doesn't kick in, the UPS will only last depending on the capacity of the batteries that it uses. Okay, so with IPM, no, and applying this for an IT environment, we can do what we call an automation. For example, we can program IPM that after 5 minutes of a power outage, and still the UPS is using its batteries. Okay, with IPM we can suspend non-critical servers or non-critical virtual machines. Okay, so if we suspend or shut down non-critical servers and non-critical machines, the load of the UPS will be reduced, the backup time of the UPS will go up. Okay. And worst comes to worst, the generator really has a problem. Okay. So with IPM, we can program it, for example, after 15 minutes of continuous or battery usage, uh, if we can shut down gracefully their critical servers, okay, or if they have a mirror site, now we can transfer their initiate what we call a transfer from the main site to the mirror data center site, especially on a virtualized environment. Okay, so that's the purpose of IPM. It's not only for monitoring, but it helps customer attain their the uptime that they require. Okay, so another software that we have, it's a much higher level than IPM, is what we call the Visual Power Manager. No? So it's we can use this for data center and distributed network monitoring and management, mostly on power products like UPS, PDUs, maybe some of air conditioning systems inside a data center or a server room. So it's a fully multi-tenant platform, but it's not still yet a DCIM. So if our customer wants a full DCIM software for their data center, so we can offer them our product that we call the Visual Capacity Manager, or VCOM. So this is a full DCIM platform to monitor, manage from the utility entry up to the CPU level of the servers or virtual machines. Okay, so we can integrate IPM with VCOM, or we can integrate VPM with IPM. Okay, so depending on the needs of the customer, if they want automation, so we can have VCOM and IPM working together. So with VCOM, customer can also enjoy visualization such as a thermal map of their data center. They can
Hmm.
also enjoy visualizing the power line from the utility up to the outlet level of the server racks. Uh, they can also do what we call what if scenario. Okay, so
Hmm.
they can do an experiment first. For example, they want to add a few more servers, for example, on this rack. Okay, so instead of going inside the data center and putting all the servers, and then suddenly you're not aware that the PD is already overloaded, and when you plug in the servers, turn it on, the breaker trip. Okay, so the customer experience a downtime, no? So avoiding those scenarios, we can do a what if experiment. So we can, using VCOM, we can go to a specific rack using our computer and then simulate adding, for example, this model of server. No? If they want to add four, you can simulate adding those four servers and see what will happen or in terms of power and cooling inside that rack. Okay, so those are some of the features, and next year we will be having a series regarding software. Okay, so if we're still on lockdown, or we can still do a series for this aside from a series for the energy aware. Okay, so these are the three uh, power management software that Eaton can offer our customers.
Okay, so um, for the information of our customers, usually the IPMs are given free to most of our UPSs.
Up,
Initially,
yes,
some
up to 10 nodes, no,
up
but
to
not,
10 notes,
yes, but
right?
not all the features is available on the free
Yes, yes,
version.
of
Okay,
course.
but the
Yes.
basic monitoring, they can use it already. So up to 10 nodes, so one UPS is equivalent to one node. Okay, 8 PDUs in daisy chains equivalent to one node. Okay.
Okay. So the three editions, of course, mean the sophistication, of course, increases as it develops. Like the
Yes,
first has just
correct.
your own DC, right? Your
Yep.
own data center. The
Yes.
second one is multi tenant
Yep.
platform, and the
Yep.
third is a DCIM, right?
Yes.
So as you know, everybody is eyeing a DCIM, right? Because
Yep.
the facilities or the ITs want a holistic point of view, from the rack
Yes.
view, their own data center, the dashboard, their assets, etc. Right? So
Yes.
I think this is very important. This has been newly launched by Eaton, and we are giving much focus. As you said, for next year, we are looking at
Yes.
doing a series for this, because this is very not just important, but this will bring so much to the facility, so much light of work, right?
Yep.
Especially if
Yes.
you're on remote monitoring,
Yep.
you can see
Correct.
all,
Yeah.
right, and
Yes. Yeah.
manage all, not just see,
Yes.
but you can manage,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
but okay, so before we answer some questions from our audience, what are you still have something to say?
I think that's all. Yeah.
Okay, so now let's see, we'll be going back to some topics that we've discussed a while ago. I saw some questions already. Okay. Well, it's simple, pero we need to answer. What is the battery life of Eaton UPS?
Okay.
It
Uh,
depends.
yes. Well, it depends actually on the usage and on the environment. Now, typical for a single phase UPS, it will last for around 2 or 3 years. But of course, depending on the usage. For three phase UPS, it's around 3 or 4 years. Okay, depending on the type of the battery, the brand of the battery, the environment the battery is installed, how many times you discharge and charge the battery. So those are the factors that affect battery life. But those are the typical battery life for VLA batteries.
Okay. Isn't it hazardous to health? Uh, Lead acid batteries are hazardous to health.
Uh,
Ini-news ko kasi, if
well,
if it's placed in a rack, but the rack is within the room of the IT staff, yung mga
uh,
small, o
yes, yes.
yung combination.
No, the VRLA is not, as long as it is maintained properly. As I mentioned, this is really not a maintenance-free battery. So, if it is maintained diligently, okay, those overcharging, because overcharging tends to boil the chemical inside. So if there's a boiling of chemical inside, the pressure inside, okay, the gas inside will be dispersed. okay, slowly by the valve inside the battery. Now, but the amount of dispersion is very minimal. But if you really overcharge it and the battery is really hot, no, well, of course, the fumes for the VRLA is still a health hazard. No, but typically, if operated within the standards of the manufacturer of the battery, we will not experience any or we will not be exposed to any health hazard.
Okay. Okay. I think because we don't have time anymore, before we proceed to our question and answer with prices, please don't forget to share it, and then only the share badge will be with a sharer badge will be eligible to join the question and answer game. So please do hashtag switch on to Eaton, hashtag Eaton Philippines, hashtag your company name, and hashtag the answer. The answers now will be fill in the blank, so there will be no multiple choice. Can we start the question and answer? This is where we always takes long. Okay, number 1. Yan. Hi to our partners. Game na daw. Game. May nagtatanong. Wait, hindi ko na makita eh. But let's go back to that question later. If we. Okay, what are the challenges faced by businesses other than the power problems? So there are, I think 4. No, but from your presentation, 4 about 3?
4.
4. So they need to answer the 4.
Yes.
The prize will be a smart helmet. Smart helmet, since most of us are, we don't have public transport, so bike and motor. So the smart helmet has directions yata. This is an LED.
It has Wi-Fi connection.
Parang.
Okay.
Pwede kang manood habang ano. So do we have an answer? What are the challenges faced by businesses other than the power problems? Blank, 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 and blank. So tingnan natin. If everybody if one of them, ay parang may nakakuha na. Oh, I saw, pero let's wait for the official validation of our back end. But I saw that there's a winner. I think there's a winner already. Ayan, sabi ni Sir Gary Jaravata, helmet is on the ground now. May Rowa, yes, you can join. Why not? Okay, from our board of trustees. Our winner is from... Bakit bakit ang pa-validate nga? Okay. The winner will be Net Onitab. Hindi ko alam kung binaliktad niya ang kanyang last name.
Baliktad ata.
Oo. Hashtag switch on to Eaton. Bakit GG Hertz? So the answer is rise in energy cost, regulations, UPS maintenance costs, and battery replacement costs. Yan yung usual problems na na-encounter ng mga facilities, na mga problems ng CIO, right? And it has a big cost on it. So, paki-double check kung ano talagang company si Net at kung lalaki naman, babae naman siya, di ba?
Hindi ako sure.
Okay, please give us your full name. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Net.
Tips Geeks, please help us to validate the company name and the name of net. Thank you for answering. Our next question. Number 2. It's an Eaton UPS technology which eliminate the need for inter-UPS or inter-module communications to load the share or to synchronize. That will eat up time and energy pa, diba? So what is this? What kind of technology is this? Kahit anong words, pwede nating i-check because there are a lot of...
Ano raw yung price?
Price. Ang alin? Ang price nung una ay smart helmet. Ito, ang price nito ay ring light because ring light is live. So, ayan, may sumagot na. I can see a winner, but let's wait for the validation. Hi to our partners. We have Compact, Spark Test, LJ, Eric, Sebnet Tech, okay, I think we got the validation. So please don't forget to share, okay, para maging legitimate, eligible. Hashtag Eaton Philippines, hashtag switch to Eaton, hashtag your company name, and hashtag the answer. So si Bernice Frey de la Roca from Taifini. Yes, it's a hot sink technology. Congratulations, you just won yourself a ring light. Okay, do not forget to hashtag your answers. Next, number three, third question. Optimized double conversion technology can hit up to 99%. True or false?
Efficiency.
So either true or false lang, ha?
99% efficiency.
Sorry, 99% efficiency. Kulang ang pagbasa. 99% efficiency. I think our boss is here. Hi, Gary.
Hello, Gary.
Chalalay is watching. Hi, Chalalay. So, hi to TDI, MEC, LJ, Lenotech,
VMAX,
and our WeMac. Ayan, madami ng sagot. We have a winner. Ay, sorry, meron. Nag-hi pa. Okay, you just won yourself a home purifier. Paano ba ito basahin? Dairy Gold, Pasqua.
Dairy Gold, yeah. Dairy Gold.
So, ang company niya ay DAR. Pa-validate ng company, please.
Government ba to, yung DAR?
Okay. So, tips, geeks pa help. So, you just won yourself a home purifier. The answer is false. How many percent efficiency bot? 90?
No, for optimized, yeah, it depends. Okay. But maybe up to 97, depending on the type of the UPS. But 99 is for ESS.
Okay. Our last question. Hi Carlo, welcome. Meron ka pang isang question left. An Eaton power management software used to monitor UPS, PDUs, and data center, Hirona, automation. Ulit. An Eaton power management software used to monitor UPS, PDUs and data center automation. That's what is it? Okay, meron na ba ako nakita? Hi, bot daw from Sir Ted, the ma'am.
Okay. Hi, my friends in Saudi Arabia.
Ay, ang social. Talagang that's from the ma'am.
They're also selling Eaton and servicing Eaton UPS. Yeah.
Welcome. Okay. Ay, ang saya kasi ang dami nating iba-ibang winners today. So, our next prize is an automatic alcohol spray. Reynan Panes from Sebnet Tech. The answer is IPM or Intelligent Power Management. So, switch on to Eaton, to Eaton Philippines. He has the share badge and the company name. So our winners are, just to recap, Xiaomi helmet for Net, ring light for Bernice, home purifier for Dairy Gold, and alcohol spray for Reynan. So before we end our session, Bot, let me just recap the session. So today we discuss about the advantages of our UPS technology. Some we started, some are proprietary, some works well with our UPS's models, and our focus coming next year is also on the IPM. And as promised, we will be giving you a series of in-depth training on the VCOM, the three editions, because there are 3 editions for this: the user, the manager, and the DCIM edition. And then by next week, we will be capping up or doing the culminating activity for our 6 sessions, which we think are very successful, as we had 1 to 5 sessions of Eaton's different topics, and we hope to continue these by next year, inviting different specifiers, consultants, designers, partners, and users to discuss on an in-depth topic with UPS and beyond, diba? It's not just the UPS, right? So please join us again next week, December 1, session 6. We make what matters work. So we will be joined by the entire team. We will be having Ronnie and Gary by next week, and we will be giving away some other prizes other than our 4 questions. There will be raffle draws. So please join us next week. Don't forget, same time, same channel under Tips Geeks platform. And before I forget, we will also be having our Eaton, but di ko alam yung title, on December 2. Can you find them?
But it's more on about data center, energy aware lithium-ion batteries. The topic.
Okay, yeah. That will be the session.
Yes.
Sandali nga. What's the Chantal? So that will be Transform Your DC. Transform Your Data Center webinar. We had our first last November 18, and thank you for those who attended. And we'll be having the same session, Transform Your Data Center, the Energy Storage Revolution. So mas mas futuristic. But because what we discussed locally are the basics for this year, so that we'll be able to bridge the gap of selling a single phase and a 3-phase, and how do we want to position Eaton UPS in the market. But this one is we had a successful rating last week for our webinar, and we invite you December 2 at 11 a.m. Tama ba ako? 11 a.m.
Yes.
Our salespeople will be giving you the registration link, so please register for you to be able to enter the talk, because this is a private talk. It's not a live FB. So we will be sending you the registration link. Okay, you're right. This will be an update on the lithium ion as well. Okay, what else? So December 2, that is after our last session, which we will be reminding you again on the last session to attend the day after, which is December 2, 11 a.m. Okay, so again, thank you very much for our customers, our end users, our valued partners in Tier 1, our Tier 2s who has been with us always from Session 1. And again, tips, gigs for the platform. So, Bot?
Yes, thank you everyone for joining us this afternoon. And we're hoping to see you next week on our final session. And then shout out to that team from Kereji in Damam, Saudi Arabia, June, Ted, Nilo. And
Hello.
then yung mga kasama nyo dyan. Okay, so sell Eaton and service Eaton UPS in Damam. And of course, to the mayor of Santa Ana, Carlo Yao, nagpapa-shout out din. And then, again, thank you. See you again next week. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Ay, bongga. I love that. So, again, thank you. This is Innovative Eaton UPS Technologies Session 5. See you again on our Session 6. We make what matters work. Goodbye. Hi, Caleb.
Bye.
Pa-shout out din daw eh. Hi, Caleb.